All right, good morning, students. Today we're going to look at Photoshop Face Swap, and that should be very interesting. We should find some great applications, especially like in horror and suspense films. So the first thing that we want to do is do a search for the faces we want to use. And here we go. Here's some faces, but I want to remind you of setting, and when we click tools, we get more tools, and we want to go here and we want to go large because we want more pixels in it. So what I want to do is I want to find two faces that are kind of facing the same way. Look how hers is tilted down and hers is pretty much straight on. The faces, if they're lit similarly, that will help a lot too to make it look like it just snaps in. And if their hair is pulled back away from their face, that's going to help because you don't necessarily want to mix hair. So I'm looking for, oh, isn't that lovely? Wow. Well, what I'm going to do is that first, this one right here. Oh, stock photos of beautiful women's faces. That's going to be interesting because she's got this, this, and this. We can use this for the second face and use the lips of the first person. So I'm going to do save picture as, save image as, and face. And I'm going to call this face 2 because I want to pull it in second. And my data drive is just fine. So save. Now I need one more that's looking straight on like that. Well, let's go to beautiful face stock photos and let's see what we have. If they're all, if we can find another one. Nope, that's not working for me. Back. Okay. That one with the shadow half face, that's going to be hard. So let's see, what I need to see is I need to open that one up so that I can view it at the same time. So I put it in my data drive, which you can't see. Here you go. So I'm going to just go ahead and open it up. And it opened up on the other window, but I'm going to bring it over here. I'm going to make it smaller. So to make it small enough so I can see around it, I just wait until I get that arrow and then do that. And then I'll have to make this partial screen as well. Then I have both of them at the same time to look for the second face. Now that one's oriented the same, but it is not similarly lit. Not bad, but my goodness, they're so much alike that you wouldn't be seeing much difference. What about her face? We've got some color differences, but it is straight on, and if we leave her lips and the outsides of her cheeks to get rid of those little, what about hers? Ooh, is that the same person? Of course it must be, because it's the same. Okay, I'm not going to spend too much time trying to perfect this because obviously we don't really have a use for this other than demonstration. And so I'm going to go back to that first one that I saw, not that one, this one. And I'm going to right click, save image as, and I'm going to call it face 1. Now, when that was all highlighted blue, I did not have to backspace over it. Because it's highlighted blue, it means it's selected, and all I had to do was start typing. Okay, face 1, face 2. I know exactly what I'm going to do. I know exactly where it is. And so I I don't need this anymore. Here we go. I'm going to drop down. Oh, I'll show you. There we go. Face 1, drop it. Pull up my file again. Face 2, drop it. There we go. It wants to transform. I have to go back over here to layers. There we go. Layer 1 and layer 2. I should have held down Shift because I lost the proportions. So hold down Shift and you will keep your proportions. Ooh la la. That is actually kind of perfect. But you'll notice how pixelated it is. We can smooth that out though, so that's okay. I'm going to hit the check mark to indicate that I'm finished with that transformation. And then I'm going to select the parts of her face that I'm going to use. How do we do that? Remember the lasso tool, the magnetic lasso. Click, and it is the magnetic lasso, but I want to keep reminding you that that's where it's located. But because it's the last tool I used, that's the one that's available with just the one click. I actually didn't need the magnetic lasso for this one. I am going to go around that part of the image because I don't want it specifically. And if you'll notice, it's kind of following that shadow line, which is really, really handy. We might want more of her chin because we're going to cut her lips out. I don't know if you heard that. I got to pause for the door. Oh, so when I got up, look, I'm going to do Control Z. Escape. Select. Deselect. Now I got to start over. Did you see that? I just went to select, deselect, and for first period, they're on the back. It printed two-sided because I don't have printers anymore. Good morning. They took it to journalism.
Oh, for competition?
No, it's journalism's printer. It was in the room.
Well, I have a printer that
I now have the one that Foreman wasn't using,
oh,
and I've asked to have it installed because
so I forgot to get the card, but
I have a card.
you said you needed.
Oh, well, I do,
Anyway,
but
she can try to bring one tonight. So
this is beautiful.
6 o'clock.
At what?
Murphy's Law. It's downtown. It's connected to the Brow House.
Okay, I've got it. I've got to finish this tutorial. Bye. No, you're right. I'm putting it in my backpack right now. Thank you. Ooh, I should just put it on my boot. Then I won't forget it. That's from my sister-in-law. Okay, shh, shh. Oh, okay.